G'day everyone, welcome back to some more PuzzleCombat action, I guess. We've got another round of raid tournaments going on, so another week, another raid tournament. This week it is a 5-star charged attack tournament with no red heroes. So charged attack means that everyone's charge speed is set to, it says fast, but it's actually 65 speed, which is 8 tiles to charge. It's like literally the very first notch on 8 tiles to charge. So to get a break, you need to get +7, and that'll take you down to 7 tiles to charge, and so on and so forth. So heroes that are normally quite slow, they get a large improvement under this tournament rule setting, because they can go from, charge speed 36 all the way up to 65, which is a massive improvement, huge. And then likewise, though heroes that are normally faster than 65, they're actually notched down a couple steps. So Amethyst, as an example, I recently reviewed her. She goes from 68 speed, which is able to get a double speed break, down to 65, making her unable to get a double speed break. So sometimes it does actually make a difference in these tournaments as to the usefulness of a hero. A lot of the time, actually, this is probably one of the most game-altering tournament rule sets, I'd say. Particularly this specific color. So no red means that there's most of the charge generation buff heroes are red. So Jocasta is one, Bunraku is another one. So with those heroes, their charge generation buff is actually enough to get you a double break from 8 tiles down to 6, which is pretty insane for this tournament rule set. So yeah. Anyway, waffling a lot about something that's not really relevant. My defense team, you can see it there the whole time I've been nattering. So charged attack basically relies on you charging your hero skills as many times as you can, dealing out a shitload of damage, pardon my French, sorry, crap load of damage from the special skills. So I sort of set a defense which is aimed at ruining that party. So I've gone with 3 instances of mindless attack or insanity. So we've got Mayor Vinaya on both flanks. She does insanity to target and nearby. And then we chucked Fiddle in the tank position, who does insanity to a single enemy. Left wing, I've thrown in Emerald, who does charge stopping. And then on the right wing, I decided to go with Doodle, who does decent healing, but he also does a ailment shield for all allies. So hindsight, possibly an improvement I could have made on this with these specific heroes is I maybe should have put Emerald in the tank position and Fiddle in the wing, because Emerald does a self-heal for damage dealt, which is possibly more useful than Fiddle, but doesn't really matter. There's no way of really knowing how much more difference that would make. But yeah, that's the defense team. So dodge guns on Emerald, Fiddle and Doodle, and then the bleed gun on both Mayor Vinayas. So yeah, that's my defense team. It's gone okay so far, I guess. We've gotten 2 attacks, a win and a loss. So we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out over the rest of this tournament, really. But yeah, that's my defense and my thoughts on it. So launching into this set of attacks. So normally for charged attack in the 5-star arena, I rely fairly heavily on Jocasta to give a bunch of healing and speed breaking. Obviously can't happen this time. So I do fly a little bit more off the cuff with these setups. So my standard setup though is going to include 2 Mayor Vinaya in pretty much every attack. That's because she does the mindless attack to 3 enemies. So I have 2 of them. That basically gives me a blanket mindless attack across the whole team, or I can use it as being, alternating one then the other to get that charge control off. So that's why I've got 2 Mayor Vinayas in there. And then for this team, I've gone with Krampus to steal and replace buffs, Dragon Fist for more charge control, and Nima for some healing. So without any further ado, let's actually get into the first battle for the day. So off the cuff, got a lot of purple tiles, which I'm probably going to take the grenade, which is not the suggested match, but it's a better match. And we'll get some green tiles in, some red tiles, which are useless. If I take, what did I need? I needed 8 tiles. One of my Mayor Vinayas is speed broken, so I need 7 tiles to get one of them off. And I'm at 4 at the moment. Either situation though is going to result in charging Hypernova, so I might just take all the purples instead, which is going to charge charge Krampus. So we'll do that, and then we'll take the double Mare Vinayas, and this should allow me to do a fair whack of damage. Is that? No, that's not taunt. I thought for half a second there was taunt in Hatchet's ability, but there's not, so we can just do this instead. So we'll go a blanket mindless attack for this first one, just so I can toss out tiles with impunity. Throttle variant's going to fire as well. Can we get Hatchet to fire a second time? Yes, I think we can. Yeah, we'll get him with this next one. Thank you. Stolen buff. Might do this, I think, which just puts me in a little bit better position. Hey, that was my Doodle. My Dragon Fist, not Doodle. What am I doing? That sounded really bad as well. Alright, Dragon Fist on the left flanks. Get that going. This pretty much, I think, is game over from this point. I don't think there's... Oh, I suppose it might turn. Can we get him? No, we can't before he fires. Okay, so... Oh no, we got it in time. I was going to say throttle variant's going to charge and fire off before I get my chance to do anything, but not the case. This should kill. Yep. And then let's do this, I guess. Cool. And this will finish off. Done and done. First fight without too much trouble. Got a little bit lucky with that opening purple board, which allowed me to combat Hypernova quite effectively. So let's see what the next one brings us. Alright, Powell tank, just a normal one, not the variant. Jacket flank, which is not as effective because I can't bring red heroes anyway. I don't really see much cause to change this effect. I might switch Krampus out though for another healer. Maybe we go with Doodle. Not very effective because it's blue tiles, but knowing my luck, I'm going to get a bunch of blue tiles anyway. So maybe we go with Fungi actually. Let's go Fungi Beats. Fungi's first appearance in a tournament. So the rationale here for Fungi is that he does a ailment duration extension, which for mindless attack can be quite good, is my thought process here. So Fungi will allow me to extend the duration of the mindless attacks by 1 turn, which may prove quite useful, but it also may prove completely useless. So let's get that mindless attack ready to go, and we'll just casually charge everyone a second time, which is less than ideal. I think we lose, yeah, we lose Mare. That's less than ideal. All right, let's heal. I think I put mindless attack on here, and then we go bang with that. And I think I'm going to enhance the burn as well. So what I've done there with Fungi is I've basically made the burn last a turn longer, or 2 turns longer rather. It doesn't, notably, it does not actually change the tick per turn. It just changes the duration of it. So if we have a look at Jack here, he's now, instead of Dragon Fist normally giving burn for 3 turns, he's now up to 5 turns plus the one he's already taken. So 6 turns worth of burn at 100 burn per turn. So essentially 600 damage just being wiped off his counter over the turns there. So quite useful. Not as useful, admittedly, as if it was the Blaze ailment, because the Blaze ailment is actually insane with it. But I'd rather have Dragon Fist's charge control than the additional burn damage that comes from someone like Ember, as an example. So we'll double tap with the 2 of them, and what's that? 3 turns. He dodged Fungi's attack, but that's okay. Just looking for some tiles to finish off with special skill damage, I guess. Heal once more, why not? And then this should kill with Fungi. Yeah, there we go. So, for those of you noticing, yes, Fungi's damage isn't as high as Dragon Fist's, and the reason for that is mostly, well, it's twofold. One, Fungi does not have 10 out of 10 special skill. He's actually only 5 out of 10, I think. I've not leveled his special skill up hugely. And then the second reason that it's actually quite low is because he also doesn't have full emblems. You can see Fisty's got 19, Fungi's only got 1. So there's a bit of a discrepancy in the attack power there as well. All blues, which is an interesting choice. Very interesting choice, I will say. So I'm going to switch out Nima for variant throttle, I think. Because I would like to dispel against this taunt, or maybe we go with Krampus again. Steal the buffs. So I'm just concerned with Panzer at the flank position, because Panzer's got taunt and most of my skills are coming from AoE effects. So that's the concern there. That's a fairly generous starting board on green, so we might actually get the kill, close to the kill on Panzer. That's alright, we've got the charge control up, so we can do that. And we'll just fire off all of the red tiles, get rid of them, seeing as they're useless to me. And this is pretty much game over. There is not much that's going to happen from here. Yeah, this is GG's. We'll just keep blanketing out the charge control from Mayor Vinaya, and now it's just down to poor old Doodle. What the heck, we'll just keep firing yellow tiles. That should kill with the burn anyway. Ooh, a healing spray. Well, we'll just go with max health and max overheal as well. Oh, that was a very generous board on what should have been a decent defense team, but very generous board indeed. Up next. Hey, wait, come here. Blaze, sit. Hey, come here. Sorry, I'll be back in a second. No, sit down. That's, sit. Come here. Hey, sit down, you. Sit. Apologies for that, just had to retrieve a rogue dog. Decided that it saw another dog and wanted to go play. Just casually halfway across the other side of the field. Alright, next up, a grunt tank is actually quite interesting. So grunt, for those that are unfamiliar and haven't come across him too often, he does bleed damage to all, and a reasonably hefty amount of bleed as well, at 270 bleed per turn, which will reset on subsequent casts and actually improve the bleed damage. So quite a good hero, particularly under this rule set with it, with it being increased speed. So might be a little bit cautious of him, but I don't think I see any real reason to change this team up at this point. I'd still like to keep Krampus in for damage control, essentially, when I don't get the tiles I need, which is about to happen, but get out of the puddle. Hey, come here. No, get out of the puddle, dumb mutt. So now I might actually just wait a turn and force Grunt to fire so I can give him his ailments back. It's also going to have the secondary benefit of also firing off that defense down ailment from Powell variant. So we'll just give all of that back and then just blanket the charge control out, and we should be cruising from here, I think. Let's do this way. We'll fire off, pop off both of them. And then I'm going to charge control on, that's a heck of a lot of damage, 100 bleed damage per turn. Yeah, I'm glad that's not on me. Who am I going to charge cut? I think I just square it up, to be honest. That should almost kill Powell variant, almost. Yeah, it's close. I think I'm going to keep charge blocking the left and then just avoid putting tiles on the right hand side. I need one more green tile for second mare, but I should be able to just finish it with this combination with this next set of yellows. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. Well, that worked out quite well. As I said, Grunt is a bit of a sneaky hero. He's not going to hurt you too much in normal situations, but with his speed, you know, you saw there it was 100 bleed per turn for 3 turns, 300 bleed. And if he casts a second time, I mean, that goes up to like 140 bleed per turn, which is quite nasty, if you ask me. I did wonder how long it would take me to see a Yuumi in this tournament setting, and the answer is 5 hits. So we got a Yuumi, Crockett, Jack, Anastasia. I think we just keep going with this attack team, to be honest. It's worked pretty well so far. It's got most of the tenets for a good attack team in it. Admittedly, we keep getting red tiles, which is not hugely useful. And this time we've mixed in some blue ones for good measure. I'm going to intentionally set off a Yuumi here because I want to steal the counter attack and just get rid of it. So let's just do that, and then I'm going to charge block the left side. Or charge cut, sorry, the left side. I don't see a way of getting all these greens out, so we might do this, which will get it pretty close. Yeah, pretty damn close indeed. Alright, no real way around it. I think I'm going to have triggering, at the very least, Crockett. Nope, Whack is the one we trigger. That's okay, because I can return the effect back, and I've got all my charge controllers up, so we should be okay from here. Now it's just Jack on his own, and this yellow into a green match should kill him with his attack. Oh no, turret. Would have been close, would have been close. Alright, this is a kill. Dunskies, okay. So we got pretty lucky, I'm going to say. A little bit lucky with some of those boards on the first day, but, you know, the attack team is quite solid. You know, it's got pretty well all the tenets that you need for a good attacking team. It's got a good healer, it's got a lot of charge control. And in this tournament format, as I said at the start, charge control has so much more impact in a charged attack tournament than it would normally. Like, in this tournament setting, like, every skill, like all of the damage, the whole thing is based around charging hero speeds way faster. So if you can protect yourself from those charge speeds improvements with, you know, a charge cut effect, like even Aiko is so useful in this tournament setting, but mindless attack just takes on a whole new level of usefulness. Because of that speed improvement, it is possible to double trigger a hero to fire twice. Like, you hit them when they're just charged with their skill, and then just pump tiles onto them, and they can actually charge a second time in the 3 turns of Insanity and fire their skill off a second time. So yeah, anyway, good luck with your own tournament hits, and also your war matchups. Those are coming up in the next couple of hours, so good luck with those also, and I'll catch you guys all in tomorrow's video. Yeah, until then, good luck, stay safe, and happy gaming. Cheers, bye.